After taking a good 3 months off of flexibility and handstand training, I found that my compression and pike flexibility suffered a bit. Here's a short session that I recently did to work on it. I started off with loaded front leg scales to work on strengthening my hip flexors. I like to train these with a strict lockout of the knees, as I find that my hip flexors work much harder this way than with a soft lockout. I supersetted the leg scales with elephant walks on a slant board and loaded the movement with the barbell in the Zercher position. For me, this is a great movement to warm up my calves and hamstrings, but keep in mind that these aren't meant to be very taxing. They're here as prep prior to the main work. If this variation is too demanding for you, I recommend prepping with the regressed variation. Unload the movement and keep the feet flat on the ground. From here, I moved on to pike block crushes. In my opinion, not much gets the quads and hip flexors more fired up than a good block crush. I grabbed the back of my legs and did everything in my power to crush the block. I do this by maximally contracting my quads and abs, and when I say maximally, I mean it. You should be properly suffering here. Now it's time to take advantage of those fired up quads and hip flexors. I immediately followed up the block crush with a Jefferson curl. Once I reach the bottom of my range, I hold the position for a few seconds and I seek even more range by using the muscles that I worked so hard to activate in the block crush. Keep in mind that this should feel like very hard work. If you're not training your flexibility at a high intensity, then you can't expect exceptional results. You can only expect exceptionally mediocre results.